Hello, welcome to our studio. Architects are always trying to give us some better living space. I am Devendra Mittal. Today we will talk about some famous architects who gives to the world masterpiece buildings. We have got our team members connected, but before that, let's move to headlines. We will talk about Le Corbusier,
Walter Gropius,
Zaha Hadid, Raj Rewal, Philip Johnson, George Barestow. Welcome guys. I will introduce you Miss Hina.
Hello everyone.
Mr. Tala.
Hello everyone.
Mr. Gaurav.
Hello everyone.
Miss Anku.
Greetings everyone.
And Miss Varsa.
Hello guys.
Before moving to our guest, I would like to introduce about architect Raj Rewal. Raj Rewal is one of the best Indian architect and urban planner of India who studied architecture in London and New Delhi. Raj Rewal is recognized internationally for a building that responds with the sensitivity to the complex demand of rapid urbanization. He says, I don't believe in blindly copy our past. We have to learn from our precedents to solve our existing problem. I feel we have to reinvent modernity in terms of traditional and cultural heritage. Whole of Nation is designed by the architect Raj Rewal for the gigantic exhibition space to exhibit aeroplane and satellite. Raj Rewal lead on geometry and proposed a 4-hole linked by the ramp, and largest of these is a Whole of Nation. The Whole of Nation structure is based on tetrahedron, triangulated forms and hexagon. By associating and interpreting traditional Indian elements of a design with the ultra-modern forms and techniques, Raj Rewal creates a powerful image of represent Indian modernity. It is one of the largest concrete space frame structure, a clear span of 78 meter and height varying from 3 meter to 21 meter. The plan of this pavilion is a square with a chamfered corner providing the 8 anchor points. Let's move to Miss Hina.
Introducing Philip Cortelyou Johnson. Cortelyou Johnson was an American architect. He is best known for his works of modern architecture and postmodern architecture. He studied as an undergraduate at Harvard University, where he focused on learning Greek, philology, history, and philosophy, particularly the work of pre-Socratic philosophers. He showed more interest in style, and he will always be remembered as a stimulator of ideas. His famous works: The Glass House. The Glass House itself is about 55 feet long by 35 feet, and there are no interior supports. It is a steel frame structure, and all of its walls, windows and doors are made up of glass. Seagram Building. The Seagram Building is a skyscraper in New York City. The 38-story structure was built of steel frame from which non-structural glass walls were hung. An interesting feature of Seagram Building is the window blinds.
Thank you so much, Miss Hina. Now let's talk to Mr. Tala. Mr. Tala, please add your opinions about architect Zaha Hadid.
The inventor of post-constructivism, Zaha Hadid is an Iraqi-born British architect, and she is the only woman who got the prestigious Pritzker Award for architecture so far. He claimed that architecture should contribute to our society's progress and ultimately to our individual and collective well-being. Works seem fantastical and futuristic, but they all stem from the architecture's base function, that is, to facilitate or even perform everyday life. Zaha Hadid has left a lasting impact on the architectural world, and although no new building will see the light of the day, but it is comforting to know that her work will be preserved for future generations and will be surely inspiring the young architects to follow in her footsteps. Some of her great works include the Vitra Fire Museum, the Glasgow Riverside Museum of Transport, London Aquatic Centre, Contemporary Art Museum of USA, and many more.
Mr. Tala to coming our studio and this valuable information. I would like to call Miss Versa for her opinions about architect Walter Gropius.
Walter Gropius. Walter Gropius was a German architect and an educator, one of the pioneer masters of modern architecture. He believed that all the initial training of artists and craftsmen should be the same, that is, introduction of form, color and nature of materials. He followed some famous expressions like uniting art with craft and mass production, form follows function and minimalism. Some of the major works of Walter Gropius were Bauhaus in Dessau, MetLife Building in New York, Gropius House in Massachusetts, Fages Factory in Germany, and so on.
Bauhaus was one of the most definitive design movements of the modern age, reaching its peak between the two world wars. The word Bauhaus, loosely translated from German, means house of construction or school of building. Bauhaus was a new type of art school. Historically, European art academics taught each design subject separately. The Bauhaus offered foundation training in many art and design disciplines. They believed in variety. Understanding mass production was part of the curriculum, and the school sought to develop students who could unite art with craft while embracing new technology. It was also the beginning of the art school as an alternative way of life. Germany at that time was a pretty conservative place, and before the Nazis said nay to the Bauhaus, it was arguably the most celebrated art school in the world. Bauhaus thinkers believed the world needed to fundamentally rethought. Unnecessary ornamentation was out and minimalization was in. Good design required simplicity and geometric purity.
Thank you so much, Miss Versa. I think today is a great day for me. Without wasting your time, let's move to Miss Angu. She will explain her opinion about architect Le Corbusier.
Le Corbusier, a Swiss-French architect, a designer, a painter, a writer, an urban planner, and one of the pioneers of what we call modern architecture today. Born in 1887, his career spanned 5 decades, and he designed buildings in Japan, North and South America, Europe, and India. According to him, style is a lie. He says, style is a principle which animates all the work of a period and which result in a characteristic spirit. Our epoch determines its day, its style. Our eyes still not able to say it yet. And his most famous maxim, a building is a machine to live in. He designed many government buildings in India. Most famous examples include Palace of Assembly Chandigarh, Villa Shodin in Ahmedabad, and City of Chandigarh itself. His most famous and inspirational work of Villa Savoy is explained here.
Miss Angu, I have no words. After a great presentation of Miss Angu, let's call one of our team member and my friend, Mr. Gaurav, for the descriptive remarks on Sir George Byxton.
Hello everyone, I am Gaurav Sibi, and today I will introducing about the American architect George Edwin Byxton. He was born in 1876 in Wisconsin in United States. George Edwin was an American architect who designed the famous Pentagon Building in Arlington County, Virginia. George Edwin was worked with many architecture firms like Parkinson and Waterstone Architect, and second Waterstone and Whitmer Architect Associate. Friend George Edwin was designed many types of building in your career, like private, public, commercial building in California. The famous building of George Edwin is that Ansonia Apartment in California, Common Metropolitan Theater, Los Angeles, California, and the famous work Pentagon Building, headquarters of US Department of Defense. The Pentagon Building is the headquarters of the United States Department of Defense. The Pentagon Building is a symbol of US military. It is not completely US military building space. It is combination of military space, office space, civilian employee space. The location of building is that Arlington County, Virginia. The Pentagon Building was completed 15 January 1943, almost 77 years ago. The Pentagon is the world's largest building with about 6 lakh meters square of space, of which 3,40,000 meters square are used to offices, some 23,000 military and civilian employee space use, and another 3,000 non-defense support personal work in the Pentagon. It has 5 sides, 5 floors above ground, 2 basement level, and 5 ring corridors per floor, with total length of corridor 28 km. The central part of the building is called Pentagon Plaza and nickname of the area Ground Zero. The parking of Pentagon 27 hectares. The total height of the Pentagon building 22 meters.
Thank you so much to all of you to coming our studio. आ रहा मम्मी।